Hi everybody, welcome to Reframe Yourself, episode 3, getting maximum value. My name's Todd Pierce. I'm super excited to be back and presenting to you again. As you can see, we're in a change of environment today. We're actually up in my office in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane City. And look, in this episode today, we're going to be going briefly over something that is really, really important, which is getting into the mindset of getting value from the things that we do, we have, and all that kind of stuff. Now, look, in the last episode, the Ultimate Mindset Shift, we talked about really getting the edge on yourself, which was going from a sense of being powerless in life and then moving into a state of certainty in regards to the fact that, hey, we've always got the choice at hand to be in control, to take power, and to, quote unquote, be at cause, as the NLP community would call it. And that was the Ultimate Mindset Shift, and it was a really, really important episode. So if you haven't watched it yet, go back and check it out, because it really does cover how you can get your mindset right, where you feel like you're in control, you have power, and you can get the things you want in life. So in this episode today, though, we're really going to be talking about very quickly how to get value from things. Now, I kind of pondered on this, and I really do think this is really important, because ultimately the decision or choice to get value from something is something that really does impact a whole lot of things. I mean, if we go into a training, or we go to a seminar, or we do coaching, or we buy something, a product or a service, and we make this kind of decision, either consciously or unconsciously, that it's not valuable, what happens is, let's say a seminar or learning context, you will go and you won't really learn as well as you could, because beforehand you've decided this isn't valuable. And as a result, your learning gets affected. Same thing, if you go out and you buy something, you buy a product, you buy a car or some clothing, or you buy, gosh, who knows, some food. If you decide to yourself that, this isn't good enough or something's wrong with it, what happens is you lose the ability to get value in this situation. Therefore, your experience is affected ultimately. So look, in this episode right now, I just want to touch on something really, really briefly. It's going to be a short one. There is no better time than right now to make a decision that, no matter what you go through in life, you can get out of the box and start to get value from the things that you do. Whether it's right now, like watching this video, I'm talking about something which could be considered common sense, but it's uncommon, like common sense happens to be. And if you actually get out there and you decide, I'm going to get value from this. I can literally sit down and watch a training or listen to somebody speak about something. I'm always learning. I'm always doing webinars. I'm always listening to new audio products. I'm always listening to what people have to say, because even if I know it, the truth of the matter is, if I hear somebody else say it, I might pick up it, I might learn it in a different way. Like, they may explain an idea or concept or methodology or system or something that I already know, but they may explain it in such a way where I get a deeper understanding. Now, this is a mindset, and what I want to invite you to do in this short little episode is to kind of start to become aware of the situations you get into when you're buying things, when you're learning especially, and decide to get value from every single thing you do. Believe me, your experience in life is going to be significantly, improved. Because see, if you walk into something, and from the get-go, you go, you know what, I'm going to learn something here. I'm going to get value from this. What happens is you often will, and whenever I do trainings or coaching and I explain this idea, because it's so damn important, I always give the example of a time that a friend of mine actually opened up a restaurant in South Bank in Brisbane, and I went to their opening night, and I remember going out boxing for 2 hours before I actually went there, and I was absolutely starving. And I sat down and I ordered this meal, and I looked at the meal. It was definitely not a cheap meal. And I remember I sat there, and my meal was the last meal to come out. Everybody else got their meals, and they sat down. And I go, you can eat, start with them. It's all good. Expecting this great big grandeur meal to come out. And what was really quite funny is that when the meal came out and it kind of got put down in front of me, I remember looking down at the plate thinking, where the hell is the rest of the food? I mean, there was this tiny bit of food in there. And what's really funny is that I had the instinct pop up, which was to go, you know what, stuff this, bring me some more food. I'm not paying $50 damn for nothing. But what was interesting, you got to live the things that you teach, is that I actually had to correct myself. I had to go, hang on a second, Todd, are you at cause or effect right now? And I had to kind of pull myself up and go, you know what, I'm going to get some value from this. And I decided that I'm going to enjoy this meal, even though it wasn't as big as I expected it to be. And what's quite funny is that it ended up completely making me feel full. I wasn't bloated like I often am because I always order large meals. And I actually enjoyed the meal. And what I want to say here is, what do you think would have happened if I'd kind of kicked up a stink and I let myself be dissatisfied with the serving size? 1, I probably wouldn't have been full. 2, I definitely would have enjoyed it. And 3, it would have affected my ability to communicate and enjoy the people that I was around. So this is all about getting value. So that is this episode. Let yourself start to get value from the things that you experience in life. Even if they don't meet your expectation, your preset expectation that you had going into it, that doesn't matter. You don't want to be that kind of person that always complains about things, that things are never good enough. I see this all the time. People that complain about food, oh, it's not quite right, I ordered this, and oh my God, it's slightly cold. I'm like, yeah, cool, but you got food. How many people in the world don't have food? How many people don't have a house to sleep in, a bed, a pillow to put their heads on? If you are going through life and you woke up this morning, you had a bed to sleep on, you have food to eat, you have water to drink that's clean, you got people that actually care enough to speak to you, guess what? Your life is blessed. And we've got so much stuff that we can have in life these days that we can forget the basic things that other people don't have that we do have. So I want to invite you all to right now decide to start getting value from things. Start to remember to appreciate the little things. Anyway, look, that was this episode. Like I said, super short, but it really is all about just checking yourself, pulling yourself back into line and going, hey, you know what? It may not have been what I expected, but I'm going to get value from this, whether it's learning, whether it's you're going and you've done a course or a seminar or coaching sessions if you're that kind of stuff, whether it's buying a product or a service, anything. Get value and decide you're going to get value, you will find value. We get what we focus on and we decide to see. If we don't decide to see it, we don't see it. Funny enough, right? So look, in the next episode, we're going to talk about something that's really important. It's going to be about how to create change and the number one thing that needs to happen for anybody to get change. That's going to be episode 4. So like I said, short episode. This is Todd Pierce. Been a pleasure talking to you from the office. I might do the next one here as well, but I'll see you in the next episode. Once again, feel free to share this with friends. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. Go and do that now if you haven't already. And these weekly episodes are about to recommence again. Thank you so much for your time.